Are you looking for the best motorcycle helmets? In this video we will look at some of the 5 best motorcycle helmets on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. Klim Krios Pro. Klim heard the prayers of the adventure motorcycle community and launched the upgraded Krios Pro helmet in 2019. They kept all the features riders loved, fixed all the things they didn't, and added some serious technology to boot. The superlight carbon fiber shell is still there, for instance, as are aerodynamic and removable, peak and goggle-friendly shield. The chin bar vent got a much-needed update, which resolved the Achilles heel of the original Krios. Klim also incorporated choroid impact protection into the Pro model. That's a big deal. If you're not familiar with the folks at Choroid, they've developed an impact-absorbing material made from heat-welded hollow tubes. You may have seen their bright green honeycombs peeking out from select motocross or mountain bike helmets that outperforms traditional EPS foam protection. The Pro also has magnetic fidlock helmet straps, which allow you to take your helmet on and off with gloves without fumbling with any D-rings. Klim threw in a transition shield for the money, which seriously sweetens the deal considering it's a $150 upgrade on the original Krios adventure motorcycle helmet. Some folks who do a lot of transitioning in and out of dense woods don't care for the transition system, but Klim includes a regular clear visor in the box with the Krios Pro as well, so those folks can just go ahead and keep it to themselves. Still, if you're not a transitions fan, you might have a harder time justifying the extra cost of the Pro model. Number 2. Bell MX-9 Adventure MIPS. Bell's MX-9 Adventure helmet is the most popular entry-level offering in the adventure motorcycle segment, and for good reason. At just 3.7 pounds, it's lighter than everything else on our list except the Klim Krios. It's also the only helmet on our list using MIPS technology, which is a safety feature borrowed from the world of mountain biking. MIPS, or Multi-Directional Impact Protection System if you're in no hurry, is a sliding plastic plate between the comfort liner and EPS layer of a helmet that reduces the rotational forces of impacts. There's a long scientific explanation you can dig into here, but the short explanation is it reduces the likelihood of brain injuries. It's also worth mentioning here that the MX-9 Adventure keeps getting less expensive every year despite its safety improvements and ongoing popularity. It currently retails for around $230, which is an absolute steal for a name brand lid that's both DOT and ECE certified. The MX-9 Adventure also shares a good bit of its DNA with the popular MX-9 motocross helmet, which explains its aggressive good looks. The MX-9's ludicrous amount of airflow is also carried over, making the MX-9 Adventure ideal for off-road use. Motocross-level ventilation is both a plus and a minus though, because some of the wide-open vents can't be closed. That means you might feel a little moisture coming through them when riding in heavy rain, and the same goes for general road noise. Number 3. AFX FX-41 DS. If you're digging the Bell MX-9's affordable price but prefer a lid with a few more bells and whistles, the AFX FX-41 DS is another budget-focused ADV helmet we'd recommend checking out. The FX-41 is a touch heavier than the Bell at a little over 4 pounds and it doesn't flow air quite as well, but it outclasses it just about everywhere else. It's a little quieter, a bit softer, and even boasts a slightly larger field of vision to boot. The AFX FX-41's main selling point for most riders, however, is the fact that it includes a convenient drop-down sun visor as standard equipment. And while you might expect AFX to have cut some corners on the safety front to keep this helmet affordable, we're happy to report it carries the same DOT and ECE certifications as the MX-9, too. The main drawback of the FX-41 DS is the fact that while it's offered in a range of 6 sizes, AFX only manufactures 2 different shell sizes across the lineup. That means the exterior of the helmet looks strangely oversized for most folks, but this cosmetic misstep is easy to overlook considering the AFX's asking price. Number 4. Klim Krios Carbon. Klim's Krios helmet was a huge step forward for adventure motorcycle helmets when it dropped in 2016. It had a host of premium features like a hand-laid carbon fiber shell, a goggle-friendly visor system, and a peak that didn't drag at highway speeds. Weighing in at just 3.4 pounds, it was also one of the lightest helmets ever made, and hands down the lightest adventure helmet you could buy. The original Krios was almost perfect, save for one glaring detail: the ventilation just wasn't on par with other helmets in the segment like Arise XD series. The main culprit was found to be the chin bar vent, whose massive intake vents shot air straight under the rider's eyelids because it had no other path to travel. Still, at about $100 to $200 less than other premium adventure motorcycle helmets out there, this is a fantastic lid with premium features that punch way above the asking price. Number 5. Scorpion XT9000. As a general rule of thumb, the words affordable and carbon fiber aren't to be used in the same sentence. The folks at Scorpion are looking to change all that with their new XT9000 adventure motorcycle helmet, which sports a full 3K carbon shell for just $500. Now we know that $500 won't be everyone's idea of a budget-friendly helmet, but if lightness is what you're after, there's no better bang for your buck out there. Even in a size large, the XT9000 tips the scales at a scant 3.6 pounds, which is damn close to featherweights like the Klim and AGV above, and a cut above true budget carbon lids that typically aren't worth owning in the first place. In addition to its low weight, we also love that the XT9000 sports Scorpion's typical above-average fit and finish, so despite the low asking price, no part of the XT9000 feels cheap. The XT also includes the unique advantage of including an integrated action cam mount and chin plate accessory, so if you like to film while you ride, you'll find additional value there. Other highlights include 2 pinlock-ready face shields in every box, smoke and clear, as well as an actual pinlock insert, so you won't need to spend extra for dead reliable fog protection. The XT9000 also borrows the unique airfit system borrowed from the brand's flagship MotoGP lid, all but guaranteeing a perfectly snug fit for the most head shapes.